On the steps of Portland City Hall Wednesday,
we need them to hear us.
Portlanders rallied for change in the city's response to homelessness.
We believe in making a region where everyone, no matter your income, has access to a safe and stable home.
More than 2,000 people signed a petition.
We are going to deliver this petition to every council office.
It calls on city leaders to invest in a long-term plan, including more affordable housing, rent assistance, and wraparound services.
I'm asking the city of Portland to actually make the investment in the people already in Portland that are still unhoused.
Bronwyn Carver knows what it's like to live on the street.
So I have been successfully housed now for 2 years. I've been sober for the 2 years.
Joining the rally, local business owners like Eli Johnson.
I would like to see us move forward in a way that I know is effective. Getting people into apartments is effective.
This week, Mayor Keith Wilson celebrated how the city met his goal of opening 1,500 new emergency shelter beds by December 1st. The latest city data shows none of those shelters were at full capacity in the month of October.
But let me be clear, 1,500 beds was never the finish line. It's a milestone. It's our beginning.
You're just putting them out of place in the night. You're just stowing them away, and in the morning they're still going to be on the street.
That criticism,
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Councilor Green.
echoed by Portland City Councilor Mitch Green.
There are now around 1,000 more souls living on our streets than there were when the mayor took office. What is now abundantly clear is that sweeps and overnight shelters do not work and cannot work. We are pouring millions into a system that treats human beings like a storage problem.
City Councilor Candace Avalos.
And right now in Multnomah County, for every 1,100 people that we move into housing, another 1,400 people fall into homelessness.
She's soon introducing a resolution that would put $9 million toward rental assistance, another $9 million into emergency housing vouchers, and set aside at least $2 million each year for social housing.
Because every renter that we can keep in their home is one less neighbor pushed into the crisis that we keep trying to solve.
Okay, so that resolution will be on next week's agenda for the Homeless and Housing Committee to talk over. And Mayor Keith Wilson is responding to that criticism tonight, telling us in part, I've directed my staff to treat our homelessness crisis like a crisis and deploy life-saving interventions through outreach, emergency shelter, and encampment cleanups. Despite representing less than 5% of what our region spends on homelessness annually, my shelter plan has become one of the most compassionate, actionable, and cost-effective ways we care for our neighborhoods and save lives among our most vulnerable. Look around Portland and you'll see for yourself there's more work to do, but it's working. Okay, before the rally inside City Council chambers today, City Administrator Mike Jordan gave a grim outlook on the future of the money the city is spending on homelessness. Some of what he said not only caught our attention, but that of some councilors too. Let's listen.
We are clearly not meeting the need. And I think it's the biggest challenge we face coming into this next year, both with the county and the city, in how we allocate our resources across that continuum. And right now, to be very honest with you, our sheltering system is sucking up a lot of the money that we have.
I'm just trying to catch my breath a little bit. I didn't think I'd ever hear you say anything about any piece of the budget being sucking up a lot of the money. I'm still trying to gather myself for a second, but those are the suck up has happened over, really aggressively over the last 3 years, and you were a part of that. I would have hoped that you would have tried to decrease those dollars in a way that made sense.
Because of course everyone wants a kumbaya moment. We got 1,500 shelter beds. Well, guess what? The goalpost was moved because the goal was to end unsheltered homelessness on December 1st. That's not what happened.
It's one thing to give people a place to stay at night, but it's altogether different when those folks have to leave at 6 a.m. They don't have nowhere to go.
Okay, now it's your turn. What do you think about some of the criticism around the mayor's plan? Is he focused on the wrong thing? What needs to change? Or do you share his optimism and think his plan is working? Let us know. Email us at thestory@kgw.com or call and leave us a voicemail, 503-226-5090.